And it looks like we are live. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is a live stream on March 16th. I can't believe I got this late this quickly. If this is working for you, then please let us know in the chat room where you're beaming in from, or maybe tag a tattooer friend or an apprentice type friend. This is a great show about tattoo machines. Let's see, I want to get the name right. It is Machines, Magnetism, and Mayhem with Tony and Greg, with special guest Bryce. But before we get into the show, I want to let you know a little bit about the Reinventing the Tattoo network that we're streaming out on, and give the stream a little bit of time to get out there, because sometimes it takes time. So this is Guy Aitchison's Reinventing the Tattoo community, where tattooers, apprentices, collectors, and the curious are encouraged to join in these live streams, to watch the replays, to basically inspire each other and create better art and tattoos together. And sometimes that means talking equipment and machines and whatnot, which is what this today is all about. It's going to be pretty fun. Not exactly sure how you're consuming this. You could be watching on Facebook or YouTube Live, or on the replays there. You could be on the podcast. We actually have a Roku channel up now. But the best way to always get the latest information is always going to be reinventingthetattoo.com until websites go away. And then from there, we link out to all of the other places. But like I said, that said, definitely check out either the app stores, the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Do a search for Reinventing the Tattoo. Same thing with the Roku. Please leave your positive comments, out there on the reviews and whatnot. We definitely would like all the constructive criticism, management at reinventingthetattoo.com. Let's see. Okay, sorry, let me get back on script here. If you're a tattooer and you head over to the reinventingthetattoo.com site, there's a link right up top that says, let us know your goals. And you fill out a little form, and then there's a custom curated email series that has links to both free resources and some of the for-pay professional resources that exist. It's a pretty awesome sequence that if you're a tattooer, then you can get a lot out of. It might even point to Tony's Building a Tattoo Machine with Hand Tools seminar, which is awesome. Hopefully he talks about that a little bit today. We have a lot of weekly streams, so if you head to that schedule there on the homepage of the website, you'll see there's reinventing drawing groups. They happen on Sundays at 1 o'clock Eastern with Jason, Tuesdays at 10 a.m. with Ricardo. There's on all the regular shows too, and the monthly shows, including this one. Check out the schedule. There's a Google Calendar, so if you click the add to Google Calendar, then you will get reminders and stuff, however it is that you like your Google reminders. If you're into Google Calendar, not everyone is. Okay. Thanks again for bearing with my introduction here. I've got two more things to talk about: real life events, and then our sponsors, and then I'll pass it right over to Tony. Let's see, real world events, April 11th to the 14th is the first Inspiring Tour. The website is inspiring.tours. It's the only .com we don't have. It's a 4-day event that for 5 artists. It includes the 2 mentors are Sean Barber, who will be doing a still life painting, and Nick Baxter. The next day he'll be doing plein air. Then the 3rd day, that's April 11th, 12th, 13th, they'll be doing a collaborative tattoo together, talking about how they were bringing in their painting experiences into their tattoos. And if you know their tattoos, they're awesome. Both of them are crazy. Can't wait to see what they do together. And then, the last day's critiques and whatnot. Anyways, that's inspiring.tours. They sell out very quick because, again, they're very small, exclusive, awesome, inspiring places with great teachers. So check it out and get on the wait list for the next one. May 20th to the 22nd is Hell City in Columbus, Ohio. There'll be a Reinventing the Tattoo room. We have a lot of cool stuff coming up. So if you're a subscriber, Reinventing the Tattoo subscriber, then you're gonna have some great news coming your way soon. It's hellcity.com, May 20th to the 22nd. If you haven't made plans, make them now. June 10th to the 12th is Ink Mania. I have a sinking feeling something's happening in April I'm forgetting about, but June 10th to the 12th is Ink Mania down in St. Pete, right near the Dolly Museum. There's going to be a Dolly Museum field trip. The Reinventing Day there is going to be, let's see, Phil Holt, Stefano Alcantara will be there in person for Sunday. On Sunday, we'll do a day of seminars, and then Guy will be beaming in. So the three of them will be leading an exercise and then onto the stage for an art jam. Limited to 20 people for that. That actually, again, that's good. We're finalizing all the details. It's going to be pretty fun. You want to pay attention. Then July 29th to the 31st is the Rubber City Tattoo Invitational in Akron, Ohio, hosted by Tony Urbanek. And maybe as he's getting started, we will force him, or somehow throughout we'll force him to talk about his convention, because it's going to be pretty awesome. Let's see, sponsors that help us do this on a regular basis. We've got Raw Pigments, rawpigments.co. They are acrylic free. They don't dry out in the cup. Lauren has a ton of interviews now with lots of the raw pigment artists. So you could check them out either on the Reinventing Network or just do a search for Raw Pigments and videos. Rawpigments.co, worldtattooevents.com. Alex has the most comprehensive, up-to-date tattoo convention website that exists. And he also has interviews throughout the network, so you should definitely check him out. History of tattoo conventions, the future of tattoo conventions, worldtattooevents.com. Okay, Dermalize is known worldwide as Dermalize, and in the United States as D-Lize Pro, healing wrap that is designed specifically to breathe. It's like it's not like saran wrap. Saran wrap is designed not to breathe. You probably are almost getting sick of hearing me say this, but the videos are cool too, and they're all with awesome, amazing artists. So check out Dermalize videos, and you'll see lots of artist experiences with it. Then Tattoo Now, I am a computer geek for tattooers. If you're looking for any sort of computer geek work, either as an artist, a studio, or a supply company that caters to tattooers. And not last, but certainly almost first in this case, we want to thank Guy Aitchison, guyaitchison.com. He has created the Reinventing the Tattoo. It was a 3-ring binder back in the day, and he'd mail out everybody the new chapters. He was always interactive and updating things. Over 20 years ago with the Reinventing Project. Now it is an awesome online course, multimedia. There's a couple different ways to devour it. You can either get it all at one time. You can join the Evolve trimesters. So it's a guided classes through the curriculum with, a shit ton, a lot of other awesome tattooers who are like-minded. So imagine reading the book together with a whole bunch of people, and then everybody meets online on Mondays. It's pretty out of control. Anyways, guyaitchison.com, reinventingthetattoo.com. I am going to hop in the background now and pass off the hosting duties to Tony and Greg. Thank you very much. Hopefully this is working. Sometimes I get through this whole thing while I'm doing tech, and then I'm like, oh no, I got to click some buttons. Anyways, thanks again. And Tony, is your mic on?
Should be. Am I here?
Fantastic.
Test.
Awesome.
Test.
Okay, I'm out of here. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Morning, everybody. I am Tony
Morning.
Urbanek. Morning. I'm the host of Machines, Magnetism, and Mayhem, along with my partner, Greg DiGiacinto, and I'm learning how to spell his name correctly.
About time.
Working on it. And we have
we should talk about that.
Yeah, right. We have a special guest today, Bryce Stuck. He is a machine builder from Pittsburgh also, who is a good friend of mine and Greg's both. And yeah, let's get started on grilling Mr. Bryce. So Mr. Bryce, you want to tell us a little story about where you came from, how you got here, who you are, what's up, what's happening, what are we doing, what's going on?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna start off. Nobody knows how to pronounce my last name.
Yeah,
join the club. Well, that's what's
how you start.
Last name. Tony,
it's an Urbanek thing.
Wait, can I try? Can I try? Go. I'll try for you. You try for me. It's Stucky, right? Yeah.
Stuka.
Okay. Yours is DiGiacinto, correct? Close enough. It's closer than most people. Okay. Yeah.
What did I say? DiGiacinto.
You got it. Got it. Yeah, it's good. Dude,
it
nobody
took 20 years, but I think I got
it. And fucking none of it. It's Stucky. There's a little umlaut over the, or is that what's called, an umlaut over the
umlaut?
Yeah, that fucked everybody up real bad.
I like
Motley Crue.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. All right. So
Dookie. So where did you start, man? How did you get into tattooing, and what year, and where at, and what's up?
Like I kind of, my parents were both tattooed, and my dad got my godfather's wife. She's not my godmother, but my godfather's wife. A job as a tattooer. So my dad already had tattoos and stuff. And he just knew the people at the shop or whatever, and got her in somehow. And then he became her like guinea pig to get tattooed. So I got drugged to the fucking tattoo shop, which is fucked up. Like being like realizing what was going on in the tattoo shop whenever I was like a kid. Like I used to sit on the couch with one of the people's their kid or whatever, and random people would come in, and like I didn't realize what they were coming in for, but he was like, fucking, giving them some, like, basically that good or whatever. So I don't know how much to talk about on here, but
dude, nobody watched this.
Yeah.
So basically, the dude was fucking
just
selling drugs.
Three.
He was selling drugs.
Nobody cares, man.
Out of the tattoo shop, and my parents were getting tattooed because, like, tattoo shops were fucking wild back then or whatever. So, but I came up around it. My parents were tattooed, and then I got tattooed whenever I was 17. I got my first tattoo, and then it was like after that I started doing like an apprenticeship, and I did it with her name was BJ. It was that person that my father got a job like many years before that. So yeah, so that's how I got into it, and that was like 2001. I was like, I was 17. So 17, 18. So that's how I started. That's how I got into tattooing, because I was just around it, a lot. So.
And how old are you now, Bryce?
I will be 39 in May.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then, you want me to keep going? You want me to go from there?
Yeah. I was just trying to give people a relative time frame, how long you've been in it. Because you said you started when you were 17, 18, and you're 39. So
yeah, a little while. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. I can't believe how long it's been, actually. So, but I just did it like, my apprenticeship was short and crazy, and I just kind of got like thrown to the wolves. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I didn't really have this dude. I was there for a little bit, and this fucking dude came in. It's like biker dude came in, and he just, he was like a, not, fucking like, he was like a for real biker, and he wanted a tattoo fixed up. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll let you talk to her, see what's going on. And she's like, just do it. And I was like,
it just threw you right in.
Dude, I was like, I don't think I could do this. And she's like, well, do you want to work here or not? And I was like,
oh man.
I was like, yeah. I guess I'm doing this tattoo. And I had to redo a tattoo that was like an old tattoo or whatever. It was a bullhead. I remember it. I'll never forget it. And I did it, and it was, I don't want to see it now, but it was
I want to see it.
I was like, oh,
I
man,
want to see it too.
Yeah. So there's like probably like a hard photo somewhere of it, maybe, that I don't know. I'm sure it's,
please find it. Yeah, we'll bring it back on. Please find it.
Yeah, it's probably fucking rough, but I was stoked. You're stoked about it at the time. So
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, and so then a little bit after my apprenticeship, we, you know how shit goes sometimes. We had like a falling out because she was like just not around and all this stuff. And then I ended up opening up a shop, and I was there for like 15 years and then moved to Pittsburgh. So
what was the shop? That was in northeastern PA, right? It was
yeah.
Pittsburgh.
It was Body Armor Studios.
That's right.
Terrible name.
No,
Yeah, it's like, implies that there's more than one studio.
it's very armadillo.
Right. No, there was only one, and yeah, there wasn't. I don't know. I think I was trying to make it sound more important than it was, you know.
Very military-esque.
All right.
But yeah, I've been in Pittsburgh for like some years, and I was the new shop. Well, not new shop. I guess it's been like 2.5 years or something like that, and that's fucking Ironsmith Tattoo Parlor. So there it is.
Ooh, that's tough. I like that.
So
that scares me a little bit.
That's nice. I like it.
It's scary.
Yeah. So a couple years ago, my wife and I opened up a spot. She has like a nail salon that's like more she does like very artistic stuff. So we got like a whole building together, and we opened up both places at the same time and this and that. So yeah. So that's what's up now.
So your machine shop, you don't do it in-house, you do it at home, right?
Yeah, I have everything at home. Right now I'm sitting in my living room, and where I like will assemble stuff that's like not where I do all the like non-dirty stuff is literally in this space in front of me. So
yeah.
Non-dirty.
So,
what's
I
that?
don't know what that means.
I said non-dirty stuff being the key. Like, you know, you can't just be like, you know, fucking grinding shit in your living room.
Well, dude, so
unless you want to get forced.
I have all my building stuff in my laundry room in the house right now. So
yeah,
it's
dude, last night I had probably about 16 tattoo machines like getting assembled on my coffee table.
Nice.
Well, that's what if I panned over here, like literally like the couch, the television is like behind, like it's like in the living room, so that I can just like chill while I'm like kind of assembling stuff or whatever. Yeah. And then all the like, but like even all my building stuff is in like my I have like a fucking lathe. All my building stuff is in a laundry room. Like we live in an apartment, you know. So yeah. I'm sure neighbors love me. I'm sure they. Yeah,
running a lathe with neighbors close by is probably a little hard.
I feel like I'll turn stuff at like 3 a.m. and shit. Like
I see a T-shirt in the works, man. Binding coats and laundry.
Yeah, right.
Have a picture of a clothesline with some clothes.
Yeah. Whatever. I have like a garage with all, you know, I had like a whole building fucking spot or whatever. And whenever I moved to the city, and fucking, you gotta make do with what you got, you know?
That's right, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Evan Riley builds in his basement.
Yeah.
Like just like Tony's got a spot in his basement. He makes it work, you know?
Yeah, that's what's up. So
you have to be under 6 foot to work comfortably in my basement.
Yeah.
I've taken
Are
some
you under 6 feet? You're kind of tall.
I'm bent. I'm 6'1", but I bend forward quite a bit. I walk around looking at my toes a lot.
Crazy.
Shrinkage. That's shrinkage with age.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I've never been tall, so I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
I've never been tall. I'm gonna buy you some heels and let you walk around the basement so you get a
couple like decks of cards.
Dude, it fucks me up all the time, man. Because I'm like, I've had this conversation where people like see photos of me and they're like, man, I thought you were like way taller. Like I'm not a little dude, but Everybody's always fucking taller than me. It's real weird. I don't know.
Yeah, man. 4'8". You look a lot bigger on screen though. You look like 6 foot on screen.
4'8".
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
so
there's
yeah.
a squid. Oh, those are fingers. That's cool.
Oh, he's showing all the stuff, right? Yeah, yeah. So,
Squid fingers.
oh yeah, that's my son. That's Trevin.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we adopted him a couple of years ago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So this photo actually was whenever I was in Massachusetts like years ago. So that was a photo for like the Black Workers weekend or whatever. So we all like fucking hand poked each other after the like one night in Josh I can't fucking pronounce Sahoza's house. That's what that photo is from.
It's cool.
That was a cool photo.
Yeah. So that's like Josh and me.
Which one's your hand? The one on the bottom left?
Yeah, bottom left. Yeah. And then who else? Philip and fucking who else is it? Nathan. My friend, my like one of my best friends, Nathan Mold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was a good night. That was good times.
It's cool.
Yeah, Nathan's work's sick, man. Those prints that I got from you are just, my daughter loves those. She made me take a photo of one.
Yeah.
So she could color it. The one with the skeleton and the human.
Yeah, yeah.
So
dude, his stuff is crazy too, man. Like he has like a whole setup in his shop. His shop is fucking massive. And he was like a printmaker. So like he has all the stuff to do all that stuff in a shop. It's like dude, he's just like he's my friend, but if he wasn't my friend, like I would be impressed by that. That's a dude I would be impressed by. You know what I mean? Like his world of like tattooing is like not my thing, but like it's dude, even that, like I've that stuff. He's a dude, he is a monster, dude. Yeah. Like I don't even understand. Like I've gotten tattooed by him, and at this point, dude, I'm like, dude, I got like an hour in me. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking over it. And he's like, no, we're gonna do like 16 hours, and I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like, no, that's not happening. So.
Yeah, he does a lot of those big projects now. I see, like tag team projects, like full body suits,
days in a row and shit. Like it's fucking crazy, man. So, and he kind of has to like get any headway because they're so big, you know.
Yeah.
Sorry to butt in. What's the Instagram?
Nathan.
For Nathan.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll find it. I got it. Hold on.
Nathan Mold. Yeah, Nathan Mold. I don't know, tattooer, whatever. But yeah, dude, he's a fucking beast, dude. So, and I actually, whenever I was like transitioning, whoa, shit. Whoa.
Yeah, I thought you exploded.
Hold on. Oh, wait, let me fix this thing real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, he does a lot of black work. It's fucking brutal, dude.
Wow.
Awesome.
Crazy.
Like yeah, projects.
So swirly.
Dude, shit's fucking nuts, man. So, but yeah, so I worked there for a little bit. He gave me a spot. Actually, whenever I was moving, I was in between because I used to come to Pittsburgh all the time, and then I would fucking I was planning on moving here because I had involvement with like another shop that that I'm not even gonna bring up right now, but I had involvement with another shop, and that was before I even lived here. And there was whenever I moved here, I worked there for a little while, and then we all disbanded, and then I ended up opening up Ironsmith, and then he gave me and like other dudes that worked for me like a spot to work, and it was awesome. So I really enjoyed working there with everybody that's worked there is they're like on par, like way more on par than I am. Like I'm all over the fucking place. So working around those guys was super awesome. But yeah. So that's what's up. But
That's what's up.
yeah.
That's what's up. So you spent some time with Greg at his workshop, his house, his studio, correct?
I did.
And
yeah.
A little birdie told me a story about when you went out to dinner or lunch.
Okay.
And I want to hear about this story.
Listen.
All
right.
right.
Where we
Bryce was fucking losing it. This waitress was a fucking idiot. She's like fucking drinking and shit, like drinking with her friends.
He was like hammered. He was fucking
I was just trying to be cool. I was like, all right, whatever, man. Like I was young once. I've never been young and been a waiter at a sushi place, getting fucking hammered, serving up the sushi. And plus, he's like straight edge and shit. So he has no tolerance for that shit. So like,
Wait, the waiter who was drunk is straight edge or Bryce is shit?
Bryce,
I'm like,
I
totally
don't know if he's
confused.
still straight edge, but
yeah. Well, so I think at the time, I'm vegan. I think I was vegetarian maybe at that time. This was years ago. Like that, it's been a long time. It bums me out that I haven't.
Yeah, it's mad years, dude.
Yeah,
crazy.
I gotta hear this story though.
Well, so I would think I was just a vegetarian at the time, and we were trying to get sushi, and dude. This girl was hammered. She was hammered. Her like boyfriend, like she would like talk to us and then go sit with her boyfriend and like, like she'd like hang all over him and shit. And I would be like fucking looking at her like, yo, where is our food at? It's been like an hour and a half. Like, what are you doing? And she would be like, Joss, dude. So
it felt like an hour.
It was a long time, man. And it was like, it was fucking weird. But this is coming off of the work, like the whole.
Dude, I forgot about that.
You remember?
I know
like,
what you're gonna say.
Dude, the whole weekend was fucking nuts, bro. So like, we walk out of the house. My ex and I, we went out there to tattoo, and we walk out of the house. Right? I was like, I can't take my car. I need to put. It was snowing. Like there was like a snowstorm, right? So first of all, this snowstorm happens. We're leaving. I'm like, hey, we got to take your car because I need to put tires on my car. And I had the tires in my car. Like I was supposed to go to the garage the day before, and I didn't fucking go.
Nice.
I was doing something else. I think I tattooed too late or something. So I'm like, hey, let's take your car. We load up the car. We get in the car. The fucking car won't start. So I'm like, fuck. All right. We get in my car, and I'm like, dude, I need tires on my car. I think my inspection was out. Was the problem? So I because that's how I do things. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm all over the place. My inspection was out. Dude, we get an hour into the trip, and I was still flustered and fucked up. I get pulled over, and like, I'm not good at getting pulled over. Like I'm the guy that like something bad happens because I can't maintain. Like I can't be like, oh, thank you. Like I should just shut the fuck up and let the dude do his shit.
Well, it's like you don't got no drugs on you.
What? No, that's the thing too. And
what are you worried about?
Like, what are you up to? You know,
they ain't gonna find a fucking weed pen under your chair or anything.
Yeah.
What are you worried about, dude?
Well, listen. So the cop comes to the car. And he was like, so your inspection's out. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, and you were speeding. I was like, yeah, dude. I'm like, listen, I was like, listen, man, I've had a fucking morning. Like, please.
They don't want to hear that.
What's that?
They don't want to hear that shit.
No,
dude.
he didn't. No, you know what though? I was like, listen, dude, I was sitting there. I think I was like kneading the steering wheel because I was so fucking up. I was just mad that it was even happening. And he was like, and he's like, I can tell that you're like upset and like more than me pulling you over. And he's like, just get your shit fixed, whatever. So we take off. I have to go to, he's like, you need to go to a garage here and get your fucking car fixed. I go get my car fixed. It was like way more money than I thought it was going to be. And then we're like on our way to New Jersey, right? We drive through this crazy fucking snowstorm. It takes us way longer, whatever. So before all of the, like, before anything even happened, before I got there, the whole trip was dumb. And there's 100 other things that happened. And then we just showed up, and it was cool. It was awesome.
Yeah, I get
What's that?
the whole trip was dumb. What do you mean?
No.
Wow.
Inwood.
No,
We had crazy fun, dude.
we at Greg's house and like out with his family. Dude, it was awesome. Like everything was awesome there. Like it, not like just good fucking humans, dude. You know what I mean? I'm not just saying that on here, like
Except for the
We
waitress.
treat our guests well.
yeah,
Feed
absolutely.
you, make sure you're warm.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, we had our own like spot in the house and shit. Like it was awesome. His dog, super fucking cute, man. She would like wait in the morning for us to like get up and shit. Like we would come out like, hey. You know?
Oh, my daughter?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. She's fucking amazing, dude. She's awesome.
Yeah, she was super
Real,
cool.
she's real into like everybody that comes over. Like, there's a lot of tattooers stay with me. You know, they come work at the shop, hang out and stuff over the years. And dude, she's like such a ham. You know, like
she was fucking cool. It was like way before I ever had a kid or anything. And I was like, I can remember leaving there and being like, if I ever have a kid, I want like them to be as chill as that. You know what I mean? So yeah, so
she's super cool.
Some people's kids are fucking not like that. Like I have a kid now, and most people's kids that I meet, I'm like, dude, fuck, get away from me. Like, why are you fucking acting like that right now? So
that's because they love you, Bryce.
Maybe. I don't know.
They get excited. Like there's this 4'8" guy.
Yeah.
He's really
like,
cool.
Look how tall he is.
He's my height. Chilling.
Like,
you remember my dog Charlie?
Yeah.
The little black white dog. He was like little then, and he would like stretch out real long.
Yeah.
When you pat, he would like stretch out like Superman, and you called him Snake Dog. To this day, I call him Snake Dog because I thought it was so funny.
That's awesome.
You're like Snake Dog.
Yeah.
Like stretch out at him, and he's fucking like, you know, his eyes. He's a Chihuahua, so his eyes are like, you know, and he's like so weird. He's such a weird ass dog. To this day, he's such a weirdo.
That's awesome.
But we had mad fun.
That weekend was everything. Dude, it ended really fucking weird. It was just a weird week. I feel like I need to go back out there to like redeem myself because
it'll just be weird again.
Well, dude, by the time that we fucking
weirder.
went to this meal, I was like, I don't know, dude. I was just like
I remember somebody you knew passed away too.
Dude, I don't want to like get super. I woke up real early one morning. And one of my cousins was really sick, and I woke up early one morning, and I just felt fucking weird. And then I got a phone call that my cousin had passed away, and like I had people driving out to the shop to get tattooed, and like I only tattooed like one of them, and like then we had to take off. Like the trip was shorter than it was supposed to be, like because I had to go back for a funeral, so like. The whole fucking weekend was just like, it was like every bit of chaos that it could be. So
but that was all that shit happened. And then we went to sushi with this fucking moron waitress. Dude.
Dude, she brought,
come on, man.
So that we don't, so this story is already.
Can a motherfucker just live a life?
Dude. She brought me, I ordered fucking something that didn't have meat in it, and she brought me something that had meat in it, and it was all I had not to like lose my shit after it took us forever, and we watched her take a shot, like making out with her boyfriend instead of like waiting on us and stuff, and I was just like, yeah, dude, I'm the first person, like, if somebody's like young and they're like, fuck it, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I'm with that, but I just had a fucking bad weekend other than their hospitality and getting to see like Greg's workshop and all that stuff in the shop.
But I mean, the other thing is like, don't fuck with your food, man.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
fuck with my food.
it was like kind of
like I don't give a shit. Like, don't fuck with my family, don't fuck with my money, don't fuck with my food. Like, other than that, I'm pretty fucking chill.
Right,
You
right.
You fucking with my food, you fucking with your life, son.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with my snake dog either.
You fuck with my snake dog.
It's snake dog. But yeah, it was but
Charles
when we left, I was like, I feel like I need to apologize for this dude, because I was really fucking upset at the restaurant. Like I was like losing my shit at the restaurant. He was like, bro, like chill out, man.
I'm not chill either. That's the thing. That's the funny thing. Like I'm not.
That's how upset I was though.
Bullshit, you know. But I think it was imperative that I chill the fuck out. Because you need to, you're like, you know, you're away from home. Like you need to relax. You know, it's like It's better to relax than all that stuff. And given like the fact that you were going through so much shit, it's just like, yo, dude, all right, like it's cool.
Well, I was getting upset too. Her boyfriend, the thing that was really making me mad, her like boyfriend kept like staring at me, and I was like, dude, I was like, stop this. I think at one point I was actually like, if this motherfucker looks at me one more time. And you were like, dude, like, don't.
Oh, because I know, dude, I'm the same way. I'm the same exact way.
Like you were
prime. We can't both be like that at the same time.
Right. It was like an hour or so of him just like, hey, man, like talking me down. And I was like, later I apologized. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I was all fucking fired up, you know?
People have
them. You ever get the right sushi?
I don't
think so. I don't think you did.
She was like, I'll bring you more. And I was like, get the fucking bill. Let's get out of here. Cause like, I'm not okay right now. You know,
you got to leave a nice Yelp review, Bryce.
No, I'm not that guy. I'm not a Yelp review. I wish I hate Yelp, dude. I fucking hate Yelp.
Yeah.
Like, you can't find
a 4-page rant.
Dude, the shop now, we don't have like a Google thing. We don't have Yelp. We have people are like, I couldn't find the address to the shop because I refuse to have all of that fucking stupid shit, dude. That shit, like, especially now, dude, people just like want to get on the internet and like tear into people and like,
oh yeah.
Like, fuck you, man.
I had a dude come in and asked me for some like photorealistic looking tattoo, and I'm like, I don't tattoo photorealistic stuff, and it's in the middle of, like, I'm tattooing, and he's asking all these fucking questions, and the dude's just like persistent, like so persistent on like me doing something that I'm not comfortable doing, and I'm in the middle of a tattoo. So I finish up my tattoo and I start talking to the guy, and he just starts talking in these loops like, yeah, but I want it this way. I'm like, well, I can't do it that way. I can do it if you do it this way. I can do it, but yeah, but I like it this way. And he just kept talking. I finally fucking looked away. I looked at my little brother, and I was like, am I on a fucking prank show or something? Like, am I on fucking candid camera? Dude, you got to get the fuck out. You got to get the fuck out. I'm going to fucking kill you. And he just looked at me like, oh, like he didn't even know he wasn't aware of what he was doing. And he bounced. And as soon as he walked out the door, I was like, I guarantee that guy's going to leave a bad review.
Yeah.
10 fucking minutes later, this asshole leave a bad review. And I was just like, I just responded to him like, listen, man, you fucking, put me through the ringer for about 45 minutes. You wasted enough time. You're talking in fucking loops. And furthermore, like, you don't go into a pizza place and ask for tacos. You know what I mean? There's nothing like a traditional flash on the fucking wall. You want me to do a guy, photorealistic tattoo? I don't do. Like, what do you want from me? I just said, have a nice life. So my responses to like bad reviews is always like, fuck you. Like, I don't care. Because if that's all you have, your tiny little fucking world, your tiny fucking impotent little fucking being, that's like all you have is to like fucking give me a bad review. Fuck you. Keep my shit.
I mean, that is some.
That might explain why we have 4.9 on Google. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
no, for real. That's like, whenever I see stuff like that, and there's things like I'll look up a review of a fucking movie. You know what I mean? Like, cause okay, I want your opinion. A review of a business is like, dude, if your personality doesn't mesh with my personality, and then you fucking take to the internet to tear me apart. Like, yeah, like what fucking why? Like, talk to me in my business and we'll sort it out, and like whatever. And even in that situation, all you were trying to do was tell that person that, like, hey man, I'm the wrong person for this job.
I mean, it's like well known that, like, you know, like I don't knock that kind of work. I just don't do it. I usually just send them to people that do it.
Right.
There's plenty of people that do it. I just don't do it.
I do the same thing. I do the same
And the
shit.
other thing too is, like, you can only be torn down if you let yourself be torn down. Like,
Right.
you know, like, nobody's like, I'm impervious to that bullshit. Like, you could, I mean, I'm okay with criticism, constructive criticism, but when somebody, like, you know, tries to, like, you know, tarnish my reputation as a tattooer, fuck you. Like, eat my shit. You know what I mean? I worked really hard, and I'm a pretty fucking nice dude. Like, you know, I'm a pretty fucking nice dude. I'm telling people eat shit, but like, like, you know, like, you're a nice guy. You have like people, but people, like, I don't know. They just like, they're just, you know, self-serving chicken shit conformists. You know, like, you know, like, what do you want? Like, I'm not one. I'm not that. So, like, eat shit. I don't know.
Yeah. No, dude, I'm fucking.
Does that sum it up? That sums it up, right? Bing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck out of here.
I try not to even honestly, man, I try not to even fuck with it, because like it's just I'll think like about shit like that, where if somebody's like, you know, fucking left something, and I'll be like, dude, because I try to help people out. I try to steer people in the right direction. I try to the same situation that you were just talking about. I had a girl come in the other day, and she was like, I want this, like, this realistic thing. She's like, but I like this, like, traditional tattoo that you did. And the more we talked, which she wasn't a dick. She was awesome. She was like super cool, actually. I was like, I'm not the person for this, but let me give you to somebody that will help you out, you know? So, but people get upset about that. You know what I mean? Like, I've literally had people get mad, and they're like, you didn't want to help me. It's like, I talked to you about this thing I knew I wasn't going to do for like 20 minutes or half an hour or something, just to help you out. You know? So
I just reduced the whole conversation down to nah. Like, nah. You know, like, called me not too long ago, and they were like, hey, Greg, is this Greg? And I was like, yeah, what's up? And he's like, oh, I wanted to get tattooed. I really love your work. And I'm like, oh, cool, man. What did you want to get? Well, I want to get a half sleeve. And I'm thinking, half sleeve, cool. Somebody's getting some Japanese stuff easily, you know, or like, you know, traditional stuff. The guy was like, yeah, I want to get like a lion. Oh no, he wanted to get like a pocket watch and like praying hands and a rosary bead and doves. And I'm like, do you want that like in like, do you want it like kind of like black and gray photorealistic? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, nah, like, you know, like, you know, go like, you know, like my buddy, you know, you go see my buddy Nicky over at Rose Inc. Go see Carlos Lopez at Fat Cats. Like, those dudes will take care of you. They're good as shit at that stuff, but I'm not the guy. Like, you know, I'm not the right. You know, let me know when you want to get a fucking chest eagle. You know, it's basically what I found.
Yeah.
But get an eagle.
Like, you want some shit? I'll do that. So
why do you want to get like, you know?
I'm just doing tribal from now on. Just 80s tribal.
Cool.
Bro, I fucking miss doing tribal. I miss doing tribal. I bitched about it the whole like time I was doing it, like years ago. And now I'm like, fuck, dude, I wish somebody could come in and get some fucking tribal, dude.
It's actually fun.
Let me just clarify this shit. Let me clarify this shit. Like, I like tribal, but I don't miss it.
I couldn't do it every day.
If it comes up, I'll do it. I'm not going to be like, hey, who wants to get this tribal half sleeve?
Anybody
want to get a tribal band? Like, I need that kind of a fucking migraine today.
Oh, I don't know about a tribal band. I don't know about a tribal band.
tribal headbands.
Did you see my Instagram? I just did a tribal butt.
Yeah, negative space tribal butt, dude.
Negative space tribal butt.
I didn't see it.
It was sick as fuck. I loved it.
Gabe's on break, or he would bring it up.
Yeah. Negative space tribal.
What's the guy's name? Oh, no, wait. Sorry, I'm not bringing it up. I'm just writing down into a text to somebody. Greg just said, because there was a podcast about this recently. I just summed up that whole conversation with a nah.
Nah.
That's like an amazing quote. Sorry, what was I not paying attention to? I apologize.
Oh, on my just Tony Urbanek page, there's a negative tribal butt.
Negative
Nice.
tribal. What's
Awesome.
the guy's name?
That's Scotty the Great.
Scott. Oh, you got to change his nickname from the Great to Negative Tribal Butt Scott.
No.
Damn, dude, that is a tribal fuck. Those are some
That's it.
It's a tribal butt. Yeah, Scotty's cool, man. He's total tat 9 on Instagram. He's got his whole face done, his belly, his chest. Like
I know who you're talking about.
Going for
yeah, Scotty's tribal butt.
it. Damn, dude. Right up in the crack. All up
Underneath-
in that shit, son. God damn.
yeah. That's funny.
This is all your stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, this is all Tony stuff? Yo, Gabe, how come you didn't hit him with a like, bro? You're looking at it. There it goes. There it is. What's up, man? Yo, we got to support each other, bro. What's up? You got to hit him with that hot like, son. What are you doing?
You even liked it.
You just looking at the shit. Thinking it's fucked up, man.
You know,
liking everything real fast.
no. I don't want to. We don't have to go here necessarily, but my previous conversation, whenever anybody brings up Instagram or Facebook, I'm like, were we playing? Like, I thought you were trying to like communicate with your clients or drum up some business. What the fuck are we talking about Instagram for? So I'm sorry. I apologize. I do mean to like it, and it is true. It's that engagement that makes the algorithms go through. Thank you for and I want to role model it for everybody that's watching. Click those likes every time, everybody. But
Yeah, man.
on the other
It's
hand,
all about the likes, bro.
we're all just
Listen,
playing here on IG.
No reason to have any good quality in real life. Just likes. That's it. That's all I need.
It.
That's
That's
all that
what,
matters.
that's what I live
not
and die
lucky enough.
for.
I'm not lucky enough. I don't have 1 million likes. I'm like, I feel like less of a man. Let's go.
Bro, listen, I'm such a piece of shit that I wasn't even following Tony's page.
Dude, you're not a fucking piece.
I swear to look at this shit. Wait, where's the fucking dude? I
Well,
followed the,
me too.
didn't
I'm
know
not
you
doing
had-
anything good.
I didn't even know you had this one, dude. Like I
Wait,
followed the other page.
Yeah.
I was
You're
like,
not
I'm
missing
looking
anything.
up. I thought this was the only page. So you got too many fucking Instagrams, dude.
Yo, I got like 3.
Too many
Yeah, I'm like-
sandboxes
I'm like
to play in. Gabe would say too many sandboxes.
Yeah.
But I'll also say it's a good time to talk maybe about your convention, if possibly.
Shameless plug time. Sweet.
Plug time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're 40 minutes in, so instead of running some ad type ads, we could talk about conventions.
Rubber City, dude.
Yeah, Rubber City 2022 in Akron, Ohio. Yeah, it's a small show. It's it's been described as bougie, but I don't think it's bougie. It's an intimate show. It is a better way to put it. It'll be at the John S. Knight Convention Center.
Tattooers. Who the fuck is bougie that tattoos?
Bougie. I don't know, man. There's a lot of
Bougie,
bougie
man.
fucking tattooers, bro.
I don't know what that means.
Gucci.
I mean, all right.
All right.
At the risk of throwing some of my clients under the bus, there was definitely bougie tattoo shops.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, there are a lot of bougie shops out
What
there.
is
We're
it?
not a bougie show, man. This show is
What
for
what
Akron.
constitutes bougie? Is it like you don't have like old fucking burritos laying around or something, or like your shop isn't
Yeah,
dirty
dude.
as hell?
Like motorcycles
man,
and
they
taco
clean up. They
trucks.
must be
That's not
bougie.
bougie.
You know, if you have a Gucci tattoo machine, maybe.
Oh,
You
That's
might
kinda
be able to- yeah.
Gabe makes an excellent point. I stand corrected. Thanks, Gabe.
This isn't going well at
Dude.
all. Is it?
So what's up? Like so your convention got delayed. Am I
It
right?
did.
And now it's go time. So you were a couple months away, right?
Yeah, it's end of July, 29th to 31st. And yeah, dude, it's pretty much sold out at this point.
That's awesome. I think
Yeah.
like having like a smaller venue and a smaller like a smaller convention, it's like it's more for the artist. It feels so much better to just like have you know, something that's a little more intimate than like, you know, having like 1,000 fucking booths or something.
Yeah.
You know, 2,000
Yeah,
tattooers.
we can
Everybody's
easily
cutting each other's throat and everything.
right. We can easily expand this out. Like it's pretty much sold out at this point. There's 85 booths. So now the 85, 75 are tattooist booths. Now the 75 tattooer booths. Maybe 1/3 of those are just single players. So it's not overloaded with artists. And a lot of these artists are big players that are pre-booked already coming in, you know, from different parts of the United States.
And just to be clear for the viewers, when you say sold out, you mean that the tattoo booths themselves are sold out. The tattooers and the public are more than encouraged to come and buy their tickets.
Right. Yeah. Put some clarity on that. Yes. The very little space left for tattooers, but it's open to the public. We definitely want the public there, and we want to keep these guys busy. We want to keep them happy, fed, entertained. We have stuff for, excuse me, stuff for the kids. We're working on a lot of really cool things behind the scenes. You know, Wicked Fast is bringing stuff for people. Let's see, Lauren Worldwide, or Lauren with Raw Pigment Company's got something in the works special. Rich from Blood Money Irons, myself and Adam from Junk Machine Company have something going on, special awards. So we got a lot of like one-off stuff that's going to be just gifts to the artist in attendance. Like,
it's awesome.
You know, this is to celebrate us, man. This is and celebrate.
It's a celebration.
This isn't about packing 700 booths and taking money. This is. I like these intimate shows. That's what I grew up with. My first show was in '91 in Pittsburgh, and there was like 75 booths, and it was so like. We call it the family reunion, like the meeting of the marked. It's a small show. It's a family reunion. Like it has a vibe. You don't get lost in it. And we get together. We talk about history. We talk about. We have seminars. We go out to dinner. You know, we share stories, and the competition aspect is still there, but it's not like the main focal point. It's not trophy hunters. You know, this is about just like expanding and exploring. And further,
it's about the tattoo community also,
about the
like
community,
and tattooers, like, you know, kind of getting together. And you know, you don't, especially now, since you know they pretty much shut off like conventions a couple years ago, and you know, people, you know, there's conventions that are just now getting back, and people you haven't seen in a while, and like, you know, you get to catch up and bullshit with them, and you know, do some tattoos and have some fun.
Super.
I mean, there's
do
like,
it in Akron.
Like being able to tattoo and hang, you know, like it's like that's part of our job. You know, you kind of they kind of like run one and the same, hanging out, tattooing.
Well, that's where I gained a lot of my information back in the day before, you know, not to show my age, but before the internet and before the availability of information. Every time I would go to a show, I would get inspired by another artist. I would learn a new trick for my toolbox. You know, I would see something that would strike me that I could add to my style of art. You know, I met some of the great machine builders of our times that have since passed at these shows, and gathered information from them as well. And it's nice to be able to see someone and have a conversation face to face, because a lot of the time, like I have conversations online, I don't really know the person, and you know, it's not as tangible. So when you meet them, it's a whole different environment. And
it's cool. Like you get to like sniff a lot of asses, like, you know, like dogs get together. You get to know each other, man.
I don't really care for that, but
you're cool.
I thought it was Richmond back in the day.
I've been blessed to be at Richmond for like 18 years now because of Skyver. Skyver brought me into that, and I was just, you know, I was just starting out, and I got to meet some of the greats, man. It was just very humbling to be like, I couldn't even understand how I was there around these people, you know, just how I grew up in the industry.
Yeah,
and now
man.
I hang out with these dudes. Like they're just, the impression is different now. Like we're all just dudes doing our thing. And when I was younger in the industry, it felt like all these people were rock stars and out of reach. And that's, as you get older, that's not what it is. Like we're just people connecting and sharing, and we have common goals and visions to some degree, but we're all doing it our own way. So it's good. You might be doing it a certain way for all these years. You finally meet somebody who's doing it a different way and you learn from them. And that's why I think these small shows are important. Not to say that you can't get that from a large show. I'm not saying that at all. But to me, it's more intimate. Like you get to see the same person 30 times instead of one big show. You maybe brush by them and don't even recognize them. And that's it.
Yeah.
This is more like, there's two aspects to this when we developed this show. One was educational and the intimacy between artists. So, you can create this community and closer group together. You could say click out. I don't feel that that's what it is. Because I have mutual respect for people who do different styles and do different things in the business. And then it's about Akron, the city, the community, the artists there. And my girl is from there. And after spending a lot of time there, and I fell in love with that city and what it's about. I could sit here and talk about it for a while, but it's just, we felt like it's something that we needed to do for Akron to help boost the tattoo community and the arts community there and in the city in general.
That's
awesome.
cool.
So we are coming up on the top of the hour. Before we hit the closing topics, I do want to read off a couple of comments from the chat room, if that's cool.
Yeah, go ahead.
So let's see. So we have James Wisdom is in one of the YouTubes. And this is to the conversation, Bryce, about your weekend. And let's see, he says, I totally relate to this conversation. And Bryce, you are correct. You are correct! Exclamation point. But I've been trying to meditate. I'm not sure what you all think, but talking about this helps also. Do you have any other coping mechanisms to diffuse? Or?
Hey,
don't eat sushi.
I started listening to like meditation shit, like hypnosis shit a little bit ago. So that's pretty funny.
Yo, like meditation shit, son.
Yeah, like I'm aware that I need to calm down sometimes.
Yo, Spotify has Meditation Mountain. Play that shit.
I fucking listen to that shit. I
listen to it too, man. Fucking like, you ever watch like Saturday Night Live with like the one dude? Oh shit, I forgot his name, but he was Stuart Smalley. It's like daily affirmations. That's exactly what I feel like.
Yeah.
I've never seen.
You're good enough. You're smart enough.
Oh yeah, yes, I have.
People like you. I got to remind myself every once in a while. But yeah, Meditation Mountain. Bust that shit out. It's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm into it. I'm into it. It's funny because I was like, man, I gotta do something. Honestly, man, all the fucking the COVID shit and like, dude, just everybody being wild and weird now and whatever. I was like, dude, I gotta do something. And I became like a dad within the past couple of years. Like we adopted our kid and stuff, and like it's I already had enough going on, and that happened, and it's like boom, you're like, I was a father all of a sudden, and like, I was like, every day I'm just stressed the fuck out. So I just started listening to like meditation stuff, and like, I for real need to like chill out. So it's funny that somebody said.
Tony always talks about, we were just talking the other night, and he said that building tattoo machines for him is meditation. Do you feel like building tattoo machines for you is a sort of calming thing for you to do, to just be able to focus on? Yeah, it is, because I'm like really, it's funny, we've like barely talked about tattoo machines on here, but but I'm bringing it up.
It is.
We talked about fucking Yelp, like who cares?
Right. Whenever I build, like a lot of the stuff that I do, I'll like get everything together and then make sure that everything runs the way that I want it to, and then I like tear everything back apart, and then I do finishes and stuff like that. And like, so I will seriously put fucking different tape on coils like 4 or 5 times sometimes. You know what I mean? So it's like this where I like, okay, I did this, now I gotta do this. So it's like I'm really hyper focused on that stuff. And like in the past year, I've become like very focused on like building tattoo machines and, you know, whatever. So it's like that's been it does help me. I'll do it like that's why I do it late at night too. That's why my neighbors fucking hate me. But you know, I'm like cutting because I like build stuff, you know. So fucking I'm like cutting metal and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah,
what you do.
So yeah, like so in that stuff in the middle of that though, sometimes I do realize that I'm like, I feel really chill then. You know what I mean? Like I'm very calm then. So
wow, that was weird.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, that's totally a thing.
Yeah, I guess we should have talked about your machines.
When did you
They're cool.
When did you start building?
And
like what sparked your interest in it and all? Like what was the circumstance behind that?
Just honestly just wanting to
Dude, that one's fucking sick.
Thanks, man. Just wanting to like build. That's kind of old now, 2018. Fuck.
That's not the one. Oh no.
You're the one that made it the coins, Gabe.
Yeah, that one's crazy.
Tony loves the coin. Yeah, all this stuff is old.
Oh, I love the coin machine.
Go to my fucking Instagram. This stuff is all old. I never
stuck tattooer.
My website actually. I was just talking about this. I'm gonna update my website soon so that because
you're not. No, you're fucking not. Nobody's updating their website, dude.
No, I'm serious.
I'm never updating my website.
Instagram.
Unless so you're playing, dude. Like websites and search engines deliver real people looking for real shit, and you own it. Like Instagram, you know, you're playing. Sorry.
Well, I'm gonna put like a blog thing on my Insta or on my website, so like I'm updating an Instagram. You know what I mean? So
that needs to be in my drawer.
The thing's sick, man.
It's gone, man. It's gone.
I'm mad at you.
I like the little curve at the bottom. Like
I'm mad at you.
Don't forget to click like, everybody. The little like button here.
Smash that like button, bro.
You even follow Bryce?
We're on YouTube, man. You gotta let people know.
He doesn't even follow Bryce.
I think I do.
Messed up, Gabe.
Fuck, man.
No, I don't. Bro. Click that follow.
Oh, you got one more follower.
That's nice.
My life has purpose and meaning.
Yeah,
that is a cool machine, though, man. That's a Rogers. I call it a T-Cat. Yeah, that's.
I don't know what. Okay, actually, I was working on one of those right here last night.
Oh, wait, hold on.
That looks familiar.
Hold on.
So that's what
there we go.
Like before it looks old. Like that's like what it looks like. So dude, I got shit out to like fucking show on here and stuff.
Well, go ahead. You got a couple minutes.
All this shit, like stuff nobody's got one of these jammers. This is all like new shit that I'm working on.
It's cool.
Smash back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Smash back Jonesy liner.
If you want to show both sides, is it worth showing both sides? Yeah.
I mean,
you're going so fast.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's nice.
Is that the 40s military electrical tape?
No, this is like I don't know. It's just some kind of cloth shit.
Hope you giving away the tape secrets.
Hey, I got some of that tape for you too. Right here.
Oh wow, look at that.
Oh, that's different looking than mine.
It's the same thing. This is the World War II shit.
Yeah, my stuff went through the ringer, I think.
Dude, your stuff looks like it was in a fucking fire or something.
Yeah, that's cool. It probably rotted in someone's garage for 50 years.
Yeah. So
I love it.
Like,
so what was the thing that sparked your interest in building tattoo machines?
Just wanting to understand what the fuck was going. You know what I mean? Like nobody I knew how to tear a machine apart and do whatever, and I learned all that stuff. Like whenever I was learning how to tattoo, I actually learned how to, like, stuff about tattooing. Like I learned how to mix pigment, make needles, and all like actual real tattoo shit that like nobody learns anymore.
Yeah.
But
I mean, for like decades, nobody
an apprentice. But I just got that a little bit ago. Look at that guy. But I just wanted to learn what the fuck I was doing, man. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to learn the ins and outs of like a tattoo machine, and then I built for a little while, and then people they're like, "What's up, man? Are you like selling these, or what are you doing?" And then it just went from there. So
that's what's up.
And I ended up
eyeball. I get it now. All right.
What's up? What?
I saw the eyeball on that machine before I saw the logo for your business. Now I get it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
an aha moment.
Yeah, because even if you don't think I'm watching, I am. I pay attention. I fucking the machine building stuff though, what really took off, and I got Jason Haney started Brass and Iron years ago, and I was a part of that with like Marv Learning and like a bunch of other dudes, and Jason, I don't know, he like reached out and like made me a part of that whole thing, and then unfortunately that all like disbanded, but I just like kept building, plus that shit was hectic. I would get like machine orders all the time, and like I'm not good with timing anyways. Like dude, I got a text message this morning about this, and I was like, dude, I'm not even fucking up yet. Like I didn't feel like time, I was like, these guys are like fucking awake and on point and shit, so, but yeah, there's some newer stuff.
What would you say
on Instagram, to be honest?
Bryce, what would you say is like the inspiration for your style? Because we're looking at it, and like, you and Tony have a very similar style, like the stuff is meant to look aged. It's very well done.
I mean,
I think
Tony's one of
that style. There's not too many people that can pull it off and not make their shit look super pretentious and fucking corny. Your shit looks legit, like, so, you and Tony like have a very similar style of machines, with the exception of Tony now, but that's another story.
Yeah, because you're fucking bougie now, dude.
Fucking way
Shots fired.
I'm
just saying. No shots.
The deal with the machine look. So I either try to do stuff where it looks really old, and I've been getting into doing more like classic old stuff, like shit. Like, can anybody? I don't know if anybody can even see this shit.
Hold on.
So like,
give me a second. One more second.
Pop Eddie.
Yeah, he's up.
Yeah. So this was like a cast, and even for casts, the way that I build, I like cut them apart and shit, and like put them back together with like my geometry. But more like a little bit more like classic, like still looks old. Like I don't like stuff. Like I honestly don't like new looking stuff. I appreciate dudes that can do that and do it well. Where it's like, yeah, man, that's a fucking really nice tattoo machine. But I just like old stuff. So like if you're in my shop, everything's antiques, everything looks old. Fucking that, it's just, that's an aesthetic that I enjoy. But I really like that, and I really like that Paul Rogers era of like a fucking orange machine with like purple coils and like, you know what I mean? So it's like I saw that stuff, and like, people redoing like old Spalding and Rogers machines and stuff. I saw that stuff whenever I was coming up in tattooing, like more of like that, like, biker shit and like, whatever. So like I enjoy that part of it too. So it's like I kind of pull from two different eras to build tattoo machines, and it just depends. If I feel like I'm like two fucking humans, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I can either be very calm and we'll talk about a book or whatever that I read, or I can fucking go to a show and act like a lunatic. So I feel like everything I do in life kind of mimics that,
There's
like
extreme dynamic.
Yeah.
I get it. The same. Yeah. I think everybody has like a little, thing that'll make them insane, but at the same time, there's something that brings peace to you. And like, be like just saying like, like the Paul Rogers era of tattoo machines versus like, the Percy Waters era of tattoo machines. And like,
right.
It's the same thing, it makes lines, it makes, color, but they're very, very different. And like incorporate and the other into something that's newer is kind of cool. I kind of do the same thing. I draw from a lot of different things. Like, one thing in particular, I remember going to Tony's basement and like just, shopping all his laser cut stuff. Yeah. And like, I came home with all these J frames and like, I think when that happened, that's when I started to make more J frame stuff. It was like a big, and for the longest time, I was like, Bulldogs fucking suck. They're the stupidest. Yeah, exactly. I got
familiar.
Yeah, right.
I was never like into Bulldogs or anything. And my buddy Jason Stewart was making these Bulldogs from Austin. He was getting these Bulldog frames made. And I was like, man, I'm just into them, man. I just like never really got into them. And I think I never got into them because making them by hand is fucking hard. Unless like, like certain little tricks. And so I think the pure challenge of just making a bulldog frame, because there's so many parts to it. Right. I think just make the challenge of making something like that. It made me like really enjoy it. And like every year I make a different Bulldog. I'll make like 10 of the same thing, but like it's different here. Yeah. And then like, you could take that Bulldog, like, like I made these, these are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like I just made these, but then like, at the same time, like, oh, well, you can like do a little something.
I bet you that thing's a goddamn hammer, dude. Oh my God. Look at that geometry. A fucking A-bar.
Look at the A-bar. A-bar is gigantic, dude.
Spanker.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all you got to do is just like, you can make it like a Jonesy looking ass machine with like
that on the side
stock or something. So it's like, it just never ends. You gotta like, like I like to try to make stuff and like kind of morph two different sides into something. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, but it also has to be functional too. Like you can't just like slap a bunch of shit together, obviously that's what I love about machine building is like you have
that. I slap a bunch of shit together, make it run.
But you know what I mean, dude? Like, it's like,
what's this?
Well, I mean, but it has to function. It has to work.
Yeah. Like I have gigs I work off of.
You can do whatever you want as long as it works. If it makes lining and shading and color, it works. Like, let's be real, for a long time. Like,
so a long time ago, I had an idea a long time ago with Ernie Della Peruta. Do you remember Ernie D?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I never knew that it was his last name. Maybe that's why he goes by Ernie D.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to just start calling you Greg D.
Yeah.
That's my name.
But anyhow, we wanted to find the hardest piece of cheese known to man and mill it out and make a machine out of it. Just yoke it and make a cheese machine. Take it to a convention and have a spaghetti dinner and then just grind it up on the spaghetti.
Wow. Did you do it? Did you do it? You should do it.
I'm going to make it happen for Rubber City. We're going to have a Rubber City spaghetti dinner machine.
The only way to do that would be to like freeze it. And you can't even freeze it because like cheese breaks apart when you freeze it.
Yeah.
Well, there's some Parmesans.
I'm like already trying to figure it out. Like I'm like, let's figure it the fuck out. Make a fucking cheese machine right now. Let's do it.
There's Parmesan cheeses that you could buy a block of it, dude. You could mill a piece of Parmesan. That's for sure.
That'd be so sick.
Stinky.
Yeah. Let's go.
You ever play with like Antler? Did you ever put Antler in machines?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you have, Bryce?
Yeah.
Yeah, that smells good. It's like burning fingernails.
God, it probably smells like a fucking bag of assholes.
No, it smells like burnt fingernails, dude. It's rough.
Yeah.
And
you
bone.
can't use, like, steel or anything to cut it. You have to like cut it with like a bandsaw, and it's still fucking smell. It's
days.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll use like found antler to make hand poking tools out of and shit sometimes. And dude, people always want them too, and I fucking hate making them out of that shit. Yeah. Well,
Yo, just tell them you're not the guy, dude.
I mean, I gotta,
But then they'll leave a bad Yelp review. Then what?
Leave a bad Yelp review for your antler poke.
I'll make stuff and I'll be like, oh, look
It
at
wouldn't
me.
make me.
And I'm like over it, and then people are like, oh shit, can you make like, make more of those? I'm like, dude, I don't even fucking want to. You know what I mean? Like,
I guarantee you're gonna have to make like 10 of those things now.
Dude,
I want one.
people
Just out of phone and antler.
People just hit me up randomly and they're like, hey dude, are you gonna make some of those soon? And I haven't made them for a while because, well, first of all, I only use found antler because, like, I'm vegan and shit. So I'll found antlers and stuff. And like, what?
It's like, hold on, I need some antler.
Well, no. Well, I will only get it. Like, I only
run out
get
there
it
with a butcher knife or something.
So it's not like I fucking,
Oh my God.
I've had dudes be like, yeah, I killed this fucking deer. Do you want the antlers? And I'm like, no, I don't fucking, you know what I mean? Like, what fucking, that's weird to me. So
what do you do? Walk around the street and look for one that got mowed by a car and like pick it clean?
No.
That thing's fucking sick though.
That could happen in Pittsburgh, dude. There's more fucking deer in this city than anywhere in the world.
Route 28. Yes, there is.
Crazy.
You can eat for days.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, dude, you can just be in a neighborhood here and a fucking herd of deer will run out in front of you. Like, I've had it happen times.
Wow.
Oh yeah, they're in my front yard every day, man.
That's
It's
fucking
crazy.
weird, dude. But I'm talking in the city, like,
oh, in the city, yeah.
Neighborhoods in the city, they'll just be fucking hanging out. So,
yeah.
But yeah, so that shit does suck to work with. But and it like splits and does all kinds of. It's like really. It's delicate at the same time. You know,
I didn't think of that. Like,
I had to laugh because I got a kid who apprentices for me. His name's Jake, and he texted me. He's like, #believe in cheese machine is going to be the tattoo hashtag of the year. That's why I laughed.
That's awesome.
Cheese machine pipe dreams, dude.
Believe in cheese machine. Let it happen.
We do have a couple of more comments in the chat room here. Jay Brown from the Northwest Tattoo Museum says, I'm building machines today all day. Great way to start the morning with this.
Yay. Hell yeah. What's up, brother?
Stuff is fucking sick, man. I have one of his old frames sitting in my drawer right now for an old Jonesy that he did.
Yeah.
So, which I was like gonna hit him up and send it. I got it from a dude that beat the fuck out of it, and I want him to redo it. So if he's paying attention still, that's a thing.
Yeah, Jay, if you want to be on the podcast, man, DM me or Greg. That'd be awesome. We'd love to do it.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Jay has a podcast, doesn't he?
Does he?
Fuck,
you don't need us.
I'm just saying. It's
Can
like
I be on your podcast?
No, but I'm saying his is super cool. I'd love to have him.
I would like to. I didn't know that. I would like to watch it.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I'm on it. I'll check it out.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
We should do this again and like talk about machine stuff. I know it's coming up like to the end or whatever, I think, but
yeah, I gotta get rolling. I gotta
talked about any machine stuff, so we should. Which is cool, but I feel like we should like really dive into some like machine shit. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
we touch base. Yeah, we go full circle.
We got it. We got the gist, dude. Everybody's got your Instagram. They can see it. Whatever.
I don't even mean about me. I talk about like, dude, Greg, fucking most meticulous fucking machine builder I've ever seen in my life, bro. Yeah.
Let's not go crazy.
No, real. Like, dude, you have a jig to cut springs. Like to cut, like I just cut the fuck out of my fingers and then step on the pieces. You know what I mean? Like, you're fucking on point, dude. Like, it's crazy.
Oh, it's funny you say that because like I just stepped my game up without having to use a jig, like just using calipers. You know how you can score something with like a pair of calipers, like perfect. All right, so I'm so late to the game though. I take like a Magnum Sharpie, because like I use the not the blued tempered steel. I use the bright looking stuff.
Okay.
So I take a Sharpie and I take a Magnum Sharpie and I like, mark the whole strip, like 4 feet of it. And it just makes it easier to mark it. So you just like go boop, and then you can cut it, and it's such a fine little line, and you're like boop, and just cut it and like, score it again, boop, and then you just go down the line. And as long as you keep your snips straight, like a 90-degree angle, it'll cut. But I'll tell you what, like Kevin Riley has like a way crazier setup. That's like the ultimate setup. I ain't even gonna say shit. But I'm saying, if you think I'm meticulous, you got to talk to Kevin. That dude.
Well, he was like,
he
had like jigs, right? That he was selling.
Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. I just posted something in my story. I was using that spring punch. Though it's like a Worth punch, and it's a jig that goes on it. But the cool thing about that is you can modify those things to suit your needs. Okay, if you know how. But like other things, like it just repeats every time.
If you set like you can just do a run of like springs, right? Like,
dude, you can. It's insane how quick you can do it. Like I set the punch in like a little vise, and then like all you got to do is just like like you don't even have to hold it in your hands, and you just put this, you cut it to length, you put it in there, and then like then you reset the distance again and do the other side. That's how you can do a rear spring like super quick. Nice. It's amazing. Like
I need to look at that. Yeah, I'm like eyeballing shit and like fucking, like everyone I marked. But you know what I mean? Like I need to get a better
Magnum Sharpie, dude. That's all you.
Yeah. Well,
I got to wrap up. Market,
you can use tungsten. If you get like a piece of tungsten welding rod or electrode from TIG welding, and like it's the fucking hardest shit ever. It'll mark anything. Yeah. And it's like, and it's super easy to like just like instead of using a Sharpie, I used to use a Sharpie and I used to just follow the edge of the Sharpie. But the tungsten electrode, like I switched over to that not too long ago, and like you can mark the fuck out of anything. And it's
I use like a little score, what I mean? A little score or whatever. So
I got to cut out and go pick up my kid at school. So you want to wrap this up for me? Maybe you could drop me out.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna still hang out, and you're just gonna bounce.
We probably should wrap the show up because I also do need to move on to prepare for the next stream. But it's always good to leave the audience wanting more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. We'll have to have part 2 of Bryce sometime in the near future.
We could
I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Or you think you can handle it? You could get up early and like handle it a little. I don't know. I don't want to disturb your beauty sleep. I know you need it.
Like that night, I'll like actually I'll go to bed early, get some sleep.
Right on.
Yeah. How are you like not up early? You have a kid now. Like, get it.
He's like I did
my kid's up at the butt crack and dump.
Yeah, I mean, listen, trust me, I wake up early, but last night I went to bed really late. But he like gets up and he's 12, dude. He does school at home, so like like he's self-contained. He like knows what to do, so
yeah, he's got his own thing.
Usually him and Victoria wake me up anyways because they're like, I don't know, I don't know what they do in the kitchen in the morning, but it's not kitchen stuff. It's like fucking there's a bulldozer out there, so
modeling.
Yeah.
Well, it's certainly been a pleasure to see both of you. I hope I see you in real life at some point in the next year. And I love you guys so much, and thanks for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. Tone,
thank you so much for having me. So Tony and I think we need to all get together and like build a machine together and hang out. Tony and I will come out to New Jersey, so that's what we need to happen. So
I'm not doing anything.
My whole house is gonna just smell like farts. I can smell it now. You guys coming out?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Bring to the table. That's all I bring to the table.
Appreciate it.
Just farts, dude. Just like
farts.
disruptive bowel.
How did we get here? Machines, magnetism, and farts.
Farts.
Yes, that's it, man. Or you just call it, just change it to farts, farts, and farts.
And sometimes
It's snake dogs.
machines.
Snake dogs, yelp, and farts.
Oh, Snake Dog, dude. Snake Dog would lose his mind if he saw you.
Dude,
Oh my God.
I would too. I would be stoked.
Bring them on next time. Stretch it out.
Snake Dog's at home chilling on the couch, dude.
You got to bring them on next time.
Snake Dog's got the life.
Yeah. Hey, Rich Helton said, "Great podcast, guys."
What up,
Awesome.
Rich?
What's up, Rich? That's awesome. Good dude.
Awesome. Another one from the chat room. Aaron Williams says, "Carbide, scribe, and dicum with a hands up, kind of a what do you call the score?
Yeah,
like a soccer score."
Yeah.
Yeah, I went cheap, and I couldn't find Dicum anywhere, and I couldn't get it in time, like off of Amazon or whatever. So like I was like, oh, Magnum Sharpie, bing, you know,
Yeah, right on.
works pretty much the same as far as I could tell.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, and yeah, we'll the replays will be up in the podcast as well as the Roku, and yeah, now will be the time. I'm going to click the button if everyone wants to win.